All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to all that I can push his word with truth and sincerity and with charity. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom the word ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah. Ba'asham is in the name. Yahweh Shai is his son's name, who the word is ignorantly calling Jesus. And Rachakwadash is the Holy Spirit. As always, I'm your dyer from the Great Millstone branch out here in Chicago, and I'm back at you another lesson. And today's lesson is basically it's going to be a testimony, and the name of the testimony is going to be called how this basically this truth, this Hebrew Israelite doctrine, it saved my life, man. And the Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for it, man. Because hey, before this truth, I was heading down the wrong path. You know, I was going clean off, you know, and Lord knows where I would be if I didn't have this truth, man. You know, so just get out my story really quick, and I'm going to a few precepts, man, because you know, part of this lesson, it came into I started thinking about it because a few months ago, you know, you had like 3 young reject Jakes, man. They was going on talking about basically how they how this truth was such a bad thing and they couldn't do this and do that. But hey, man, at the end of the day, the Lord spewed them boys out, man, because they wasn't it, man. You know, as soon as the Lord spewed them out, man, they started eating bacon cheeseburgers, man. You know, and they started talking all this crap about the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. No, the problem wasn't with the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelite doctrine, you know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans being true Israelites, that's true, man. Along with our brothers scattered amongst other nations. That's true. It's just those men in particular, those boys, man, those rejects, that's what they were. They were rejects. The Lord didn't want them, man. So, hey, he gave them over to that lust of this world, you know. But, hey, but yeah, that's just a little bit of how this lesson came into pass. But hey, another thing, a lot of people always talk about how this truth does such bad things for them. But hey, ever since I got in this truth, man, the Lord been providing for me. The Lord been doing me good, you know. Hey, the Lord, he has been providing. He put me on the right path, man. You know, if you say this truth is destructive to your lifestyle, well, hey, you're not in the truth, man. You're not on the right lifestyle, man. You know. But yeah, I'm right now I'm 18. I turned 19 in about 2 months, you know, at the time of this recording. And I came into this truth I'm gonna just try and estimate the dates. It was probably my sophomore year. I had came down. Is it sophomore? Yeah. Was it junior? Hold on. Yeah, it was like my it was like my sophomore year. It was around my sophomore year in high school, and I had came downtown with 2 of my homies. One of them was in the truth as well, you know, and the other one he not, you know. But I had went downtown Chicago, and I seen the men of Great Millstone Chicago, man. And you know, at first I didn't understand what this was. And my homie that I was with that's in the truth, he told me about the name Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and I couldn't repeat it. I couldn't say it. It just didn't stick. And I tried many times, but we ended up coming down by the camp, and we stayed for about a good 40 minutes. And my homie, you know, my brother, the oct that's in our camp now, he was there, and you know, he was dealing whatever. You know, he was more so into it than me. I didn't really know what was going on. But hey, fast forward, probably say a little bit into my junior year, me and my homie and my brother that's up in the camp now, a different guy, you know, a different homie from in the world, we came down again to downtown Chicago, and we seen the Akim again. And hey, we sat there for like another good 40 minutes breaking bread. And then my homie that's in the truth now, he came into it. You know, he started coming faithfully. And, you know, I started seeing him change. And, you know, at first I was like, oh, this man weird. And so I tried to stay away from it. But hey, he was telling me, like, you need to be down there. But I was making excuses, you know. I was making excuses. I got to work, you know, because hey, it wasn't for me to come in at the time, you know. So eventually I started going like every now and then, you know, like once here and there, but you know, I wasn't consistent. So from that time being on, let's say that was like from this I'm not too good on time. It was like a few months, but about May of 2018, I had I was being troubled. Like every day from the time that I first had came to the camp, I felt like a heaviness, like a dark cloud above my head, telling me like, hey, you need to be down there with the brothers teaching, you know, down there pushing that word, because hey, I knew it was true, you know, but hey, I still was making excuses to try and get away from it, you know. But hey, about May of 2018, I went ahead and went down there. I talked to the homie that's in the camp. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come down there. I'm gonna come once a month, you know. And I was BSing, you know. But hey, it was that was late May. So then I ended up coming down to the camp about June, and yeah, I was 16 at the time. It was about like June 15th. And I remember this because my birthday was a Monday, and I was just turning 17, but I came down June 15th, and I told my bro, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna come once a month, you know, try and get it there and there. Hold on, slacking. To try and just, you know, get there, you know, get my little, you know, try and creep in or whatever. So I went down there, and my bro, you know, he asked one of the elder Akim in my camp, Mathai, he was like, yo, you in a group chat? I'm like, nah, I'm not in a group chat. And Mathai told him, like, listen, if you put him in a group chat, that's on you. So later on, we was driving, getting back to the crib. My homie Tazawar, you know, that's the brother in the camp, solid bro. He told me, like, listen, if you got to commit to this if I put you in this camp. Like, you can't just come, the camp grooming, you can't just come in here, you know, and be itchy, you know, on and off. So, hey, he talked to me, broke some scriptures down to me, and hey, I committed that day. So June 18th was the following Monday. I went ahead, turned 17 at the time, and I just been coming to camp, you know, and to this day, and that's how I am here today, you know. And I noticed a few things about this truth, because, you know, well, 1 second. So June 18th, yeah. So I've been in the truth since then. You know, it's currently April 2020. So, you know, I've been in here for a quick little minute or so, you know, but I was just thinking, like, the other day, like, everything that I've become is because of this truth, you know. I've been in this truth. I don't say that in a proud way, in a haughty way. I say that in a humbling and thankful way, because hey, in this world, I was going off, man. You know, I was committing, I wouldn't say, you know, fully adulterous acts, man, but, you know, I was being flirtatious with, you know, men and their girlfriends and so, and just eating a bunch of abominable foods, man, and doing just a whole bunch of abominable things in the eyes of the Lord, man. And hey, I was heading down a path to death, man. But hey, this truth, it brought me to the road of life, you know. You know, I was in the congregation of the dead, you know, and the Lord had mercy and he called me. You know, Lord willing, I continue to strive, you know, and, you know, finish my course, you know, and fulfill my office in the body, you know. But hey, you know, this truth is a good thing, man. You know, so my first precept, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Matthew 16. This is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 24. It says, then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And hey, I denied, you know, the Lord called me into this, and hey, it comes with a sacrifice, man. I just denied doing the things I want to do. You know, some of those things I want to do is play basketball, do film stuff, a bunch of folly, which was ultimately getting me nowhere, you know. So I stopped those things, you know. It says, take up his cross and follow me, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it, man. And hey, that's what happened, man. I lost my life for the Lord, and hey, I actually found my true life, you know. I found my true calling, and that's to push these videos, man. Go out and prophesy, you know, and feed the flock of the Most High Yahweh, you know. You know, in the world, I thought I didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was just going to go to college, didn't know what I was going to do, you know, just on a complete downward spiral, man. But hey, this truth came in and swooped me up, man. Now I know where I'm going. You know, I know my history. I know my culture, man. You know, just a whole lot of just a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. You know, and I'm thankful for it, man. It says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it, man. And hey, I didn't really have it. I was living a death style before then, man. Now I actually know what true life is like. You know, according reading these holy scriptures, reading about what we had and what we should have, man, and what we're gonna get, man. That's a light, man. You know, and the scriptures tell you where there is no vision of people perish, roughly paraphrasing. In the world, I didn't have a vision. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't aware how evil and wicked this world was, man. But hey, there's truth over my eyes today, man. Now I know how to operate in this world. I know how to, you know, be wise as a serpent, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, man. You know, at my job, it's a whole bunch of things, man. The Lord set me up, man. let me go ahead and just grab this next one really quick. You know, I don't want to ramble on too much, but it's gonna go ahead and go perfectly, man. This is 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 11. It says, 1 Corinthians 13:11. Slacky, this is a new sword. It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things, man. And hey, that's what this truth brought to me, man. It helped me become a man, you know, physically, carnally, you know. I'm not too much dependent on my parents, you know. I still love my mom, you know. It's all cool, you know. I'm figuring out ways to more effectively communicate with her, you know, make our relationship better. You know, I'm more knowledgeable and understanding when it comes around to my people, you know. I know how to be just a bigger person and just, you know, be understanding, man, you know. And carnally, man, I pay bills, man. And it's crazy, but you know, the Lord, I don't know how I do it, but it's the Lord, you know. I actually do know how to do it. It's all the Lord, man. I had to pay, you know, my certain bills, my certain finances, man. I'm able to, you know, do certain calculations to know what and what I need not to do, man. And that's all the Lord, man. Because in the world, I wouldn't be worried about this, man. You know, I'd be on some folly or some foolish, some wickedness, basically, man. You know. So hey, the why how about me off shot for that? You know, it says let me see if there's some more in this. Yeah, it says I put away childish things, and I put away a lot of childish things. You know, this truth caused me to mature. You know, a lot of people, for example, the people that I work with a bunch of Edomites, man, but they tell me, hey, your parents raised you well. Your parents raised you nicely. You know, I'm highly reputed at my job or whatsoever, man. You know, and that's cool or whatever. But you know, my you know, I'm with these scripts, you know. But it's all been the truth, you know. I get a lot of compliments when I'm working or so and so. They tell me I'm this and that, but hey, it's all the truth, man. You know, I credit that to the Lord, man. It's not me, you know. You know, my parents had their little, you know, but hey, it's more so the truth, man. This truth saved my life, you know. And Lord willing, I continue to endure, man, you know. But this is let me see. Yeah, I just grabbed this Ephesians 2 real quick. Yeah, this is Ephesians 2. In verse 2, it says, where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. And hey, at one point in time before this truth, man, I was doing whatever the hell I want, committing abominable acts in the flesh, man, doing all these things that's hateful in the eyes of the Most High, man. And I didn't know what was, I knew I had some moral compass of what was right and what's wrong. But hey, before this truth, I didn't have that judgment, you know. I didn't have that that moral standard that led me to differentiate what's right and from what's wrong, man. You know, but hey, that truth brought that, man. That this knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Holy Scriptures, that brought that to me, man. You know, it says among whom also we had our former. It's like it says among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh. And hey, our conversation goes into our conduct, man. So hey, all the Israelites fell off, you know, and we all was going off in the flesh, man. You know, it says, but me in particular, man, I was going off. It says the spirit that now worketh in the children. It's like it. It says, verse 3, among whom also we all had our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others, man. And hey, I was just doing whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, to whomever I wanted, you know, and hey, looking back, that was clean off, man, you know, and I asked the Lord to forgive me for that, you know, and if I had known what I knew now, I wouldn't even have did it, man, you know. But it says, verse 4, it says, but the Most High, who is rich in mercy for his great love wherewith he loved us, and the Lord had mercy, you know. The scriptures tell you that many are called, but few are chosen. Hey, the Lord had mercy. He bestowed mercy upon me to bring me into this truth. And Lord willing, you know, I meet him, you know, fulfill my course and finish, you know. It says, Verse 5, even when we were dead in sins, Mashiach quickened us together with Mashiach. It's like it says, even when we were dead in sins, have quickened us together with Mashiach. By grace are ye saved, and have raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Yahushua Mashiach. So way the Lord put his spirit upon us, man, have mercy on us, man. And now, you know, we doing less detestable things, man, trying to work out our salvation with fear and trembling. You know, I'm trying the best of my abilities to be an Israelite indeed, you know, having my conduct as godly as possible, man. You know, but hey, in the world, man, I was in the, you know, the conspiracy theories and Illuminati, man. I didn't know what I knew now. You know, I was into that stuff, but I was still eating the pork, shrimp, lobster, bacon, doing all those things, man. You know, and hey, Christianity, man, I was a Christian, you know, supposedly, but I wasn't reading the Holy Bible, man. I got into this truth and I finished reading the Holy Scriptures, man. You know, all through the Lord, of course. But Christianity wasn't doing that, man. Christianity didn't teach me to fear the Lord, man. You know, I got a few precepts on that too. That was pretty much hit up in this Ephesians. Well, let me just finish this off. We at verse 7, it says that in the ages to come he might show the exceeding riches of his grace and his kindness toward us through Yahushua Mashiach. For by grace are ye saved through faith, and not that of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High, man. Hey, and the water, because it's a gift, man. You know, because hey, I did some messed up things, man. You know, but hey, the Lord still had that mercy, and he's allowing us to get that chance, man. You know. It says, verse 9, not of works, lest any man should boast, man. And even the stuff that I'm doing right now, you know, compared to all the wickedness I did now and in my past incarnations, man, all I can hope for is that the Lord have mercy upon me, man. But hey, the Wadi Haba Shem Yahushua for what he's doing for me now, man. You know, I'm not on that downward spiral I was in, man. Right now, I be in a world bugged out, man. Which I'm gonna grab this one really quick. This is Isaiah 33:6. It's one of the scriptures I got written down. It's going to lead to another one too. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure, man. Hey, if I was in a world right now, I'd be bugged out. I'd be scared over this whole World War III thing. But hey, now I know that that's a part of biblical prophecies which tell us what time we're in, man. So hey, call it like how about Shem Yahushai? You know, I'd be bugged out over this corona thing. You know, because I was partially a germaphobe in the world, even a little bit now. But, you know, I'm not as bugged. I'm not too worried about the corona thing because I know what's going to happen according to prophecy, man. I understand that the Lord controls all things and that if the Lord wants you to get it, you're going to get it. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. You know, nobody can escape his hands, man. And that alone, you know, I'm wooed that the Lord allowed me to be at this level I'm at, you know. Even having this little knowledge that I do have, man, you know. And this, I'm going to just grab this, Proverbs really quick. Because, hey, this all the truth, man. This all Yahweh Yahushai, man. The Hebrew Israelites led me on this doctrine. For all you people, you naysayers, you know, shit talkers that want to try and downplay the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, you were the problem, not the doctrine. In particular, the elders of Great Millstone, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the doctrine that they've been pushing, man. That's because that's the 100% truth. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. And hey, this truth, it has made me prudent, man. And prudent goes into having thought or foresight for the future, man. And hey, in the world, I was bugged out. I had a lot of worries and anxiety and stuff. But hey, this truth have calmed that down because, you know, I have a timeline of things. Honestly, it's just me trusting in the Lord, you know. In the world, I didn't know if I was coming or going. I didn't know if I want to do this, do that. But, you know, this truth came and it just wiped all that worry and all that anxiety and all that burdenness on me. The Lord took all that away. Yahweh Shai said in the Gospels, man, my yoke is light, my burden is easy, man. You know, hey, this truth isn't that hard, man. All we got to do is do what's right. Follow the Lord. You know, it's a constant fight, man. But, hey, it's the best damn fight to be a part of, man, because it's gonna pay off, man. The scriptures tell you that the Lord said in the book of Hebrews, he said that he is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, man. Everything that we doing now is going to pay off, man. Lord willing, we endure. You know, we can't just go back to our old vomit, man. You know? But yeah, this truth has made me prudent, man. You know? I see that I've read in the scriptures, I see the judgment that's coming, man. And, hey, I don't want no parts of that, man. I don't want no parts in that, man. And hey, the Lord allowed me to see that, man. And now I'm doing the necessary protocols to avoid that judgment and be on the Lord's good side, man. And that Christianity didn't teach me that. Christianity didn't teach me to fear the Lord, man. You know, that's a big phony, you know. This is Sirach 25. Slacky. Let me switch up books real quick. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 25. And 12. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. And hey, man, in the world, you know, Christianity, that didn't teach me to fear the Lord, you know. That didn't teach me not to eat the shrimp, lobster, crab, all these abominable things. That didn't teach me how to keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of my ability, man. Those are things that the Most High likes, man. The scriptures tell you that the angels, even the angels, rejoice when a wicked man turns away from his wickedness, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, Christianity didn't teach me that. Christianity didn't tell me to fear the Most High and keep his laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your abilities, man. You know, this is Sirach 19 and 18, and it says, let me jump back to that. It says, verse 12. It says, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. And hey, this truth have allowed me to get that faith so I can depend on the Most High. You know, cast all my care upon the Most High, you know. And that's comforting in the times that we in right now. Because, hey, a lot of people bugged out, don't know if they coming or going. But, hey, this truth, I'm mentally stable in mind, you know. And that's all because of this truth, man. You know. This Sirach 19 and verse 18. And it reads, it says, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtained of his love, man. And hey, you know, I'm giving the Most High that reverence, you know, and Lord willing, he accepts my sacrifice, you know. It says, and wisdom obtained of his love, man. Hey, desiring this wisdom, you know, he has that love for us, man, you know. It says, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do the things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality, man. And hey, that's all this truth, man. That's the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. To sum it up, the Hebrew Israelite doctrine is repent, do things that's pleasing to the Most High, come back to your heritage, you know, and patiently wait on the Most High, man. And no other religion, you know, this isn't a religion, by the way. No other, you know, in the world, religion taught me that. You know, the path I was going on didn't teach me to fear the Lord. You know, I always had, that belief. You know, I said, you know, I know it's a God, man, but I didn't know how to seek after it. I didn't know how to get there. I didn't know his name. I didn't know none of that, man. But hey, the truth brought me to that, man. You know, in the world, you know, people, you know, in the world, I can blend in, man, you know. So it's all the Lord, man, and it's cold, you know. But, you know, I grab this Romans really quick. That's another thing, too. This is book of Romans, chapter 8. The book of Romans chapter 8, and I'm gonna start at verse I start at verse 5. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. And this truth taught me how to be more spiritual, man. How to depend on the Most High, not give into the flesh, man. Not try and desire the things of the flesh too much or get carried away by the cares of this flesh too much, because hey, in a world that would have destroyed me, man. I literally, that was one of the things I battled with, was caring too much about the future, and that was the carnal future, man. You know, it sometimes feel like my head was gonna pop, man, but I don't feel that way no more. You know, I ain't all anxious as I was before. You know, it says verse 6, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. Hey, right now, you know, I'm pretty excited what's going on right now. You got prophecies popping off, man. I know what's finna come according to these holy scriptures, man. I know, you know, I know that I'm a son of God, man. Hey, it's beautiful to be able to declare that, man. But hey, in the world, I wouldn't be able to say this, man. I wouldn't have known that, man. you know, if it wasn't for the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, man. And yeah, within my family, you know, some of my family look at me and say, oh, he changed and he weird and it's torture, he's in a cult, man. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, I feel good, you know. They can't say no bad about me. I ain't got no rap sheet, you know. I'm not getting high off drugs, man, doing all this other wicked stuff dudes, boys and girls my age range are doing. I'm not doing any of those things. So hey, the scriptures talk about us basically not having reasons for men to speak evil of us, roughly paraphrasing, man. And hey, I'm accredited to Yahweh Shai and this truth, this Hebrew Israelite doctrine, man. For everybody that's trying to step on the Hebrew Israelites, talking about it's a cult, man. Nah, this ain't a cult, man. All we doing is worshiping the Most High and turning away from wickedness and doing things that's healthy, man. And that's another thing, man. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this really quick because that's another thing the scriptures taught me. It's 1 John 5. Yeah, this 1 John chapter 5 and verse it says I start at verse 2. It says, by this we know that we love the children of the Most High when we love the Most High and keep his commandments, man. And I'm going to just keep reading. It says, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, man. So wait, the love of the Most High is to keep his commandments, and they're not grievous. They're good for us, man. Coming to this knowledge, man, I stopped, you know, I conform to the dietary laws, man, which is beneficially better for my health. And that's good, man. What's wrong with that, man? You know, I stopped doing the things that I was doing in the world that the Lord looked down upon, man. You know, so it's a win-win, you know. Oh, he don't eat pork no more. Well, okay, I'm probably going to have a lot less diseases as you, you know. You know, hey, Yahweh Shai is flawless, man. You know, you can't contend with him, man, or his plan, man. You know, but you know, and what's written in the law, statutes, commandments is beneficial, man. I am the way that I am because of what I've read in these holy scriptures and teachings from the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, men truly inspired by the Most High Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so hey, all that's with me, you know, like a person looking from the outside in, I'm credit that to the Lord, man. It's not me. You know, it wasn't my parents, you know, so to say. You know, they did, you know, raise me best they could, man. But hey, ultimately it's from the Lord, you know. And yeah, I just ended off with these last two. This 1 Peter 5. Yeah, this 1 Peter 5 and start at verse 6. And it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, man. You know, it says, casting all your care upon him, for he cared for you, man. And that's something that I struggle with in the world, you know, worrying too much, man. But in this truth, I come to realize that I can't worry about everything or I'm going to destroy myself, man. And that's very comforting knowing that we have Yahweh Shai that's going to fight for us, that's going to deliver us, man. For all these people that done us wrong, man, all these women that done us wrong, all these, you know, all these heathens that done us wrong, to know that Yahweh Shai is going to fight for us, man, it's comforting, man. Other than that, I would have probably, you know, jokingly would have been in a slammer or dead or something, man, you know. But hey, knowing what I know now, it helps me walk peacefully. You know, when I'm in the street, you know, it helps me operate, move around how I should be. You know, the book of Sirach tell you tips on how to be just in particular, you know, manner-wise, being out late, you know, being circumspect. All that's accredited to the scriptures, man, you know, according to the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and precept that with Psalms 55 and 22. And yeah, I just got off the phone with my pops, man. And I didn't have plenty of conversation with my dad about the truth, you know. And he bucked up against it because he think you know everything, you know. And hey, I still ask the Lord to, you know, have mercy on him because hey, you know, he in the hand, you know, the Lord chose me, you know. You know how I go, so to say. But hey, I was talking to my dad, and he said, I just want to thank God for the way that I'm able to understand the things I understand as far as this world. And I'm like, yeah, to just thank God. But really, it's not me. I didn't do this. I didn't think this way. It's all the Lord. It's all this doctrine, this Hebrew Israelite doctrine, man. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off with this Psalms 50. 55 and 22. And it reads, it says, but thou, O power. Nah, wait a minute. 50. Man, which one is it? Oh, yeah, 55 and 22. Slacky, it says, cast thy burden upon Yahweh, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved, man. So it said, cast thy burden upon the Lord, man. So, hey, everything that we go through, the cares of this world, all this folly, man, all this foolishness, all this stuff that's not even going to matter real soon. All this materialistic things, man, this doctrine have taught me to just, hey, throw that on the Lord and let him work it out, you know. Just ask the Lord, you know, as Jeremiah said, you know, he said in the early chapters of Jeremiah, he said, I know the way of man is not in him. He just asked the Lord to direct my steps in truth, man. Hey, and that's what I do. And it's very comforting to be able to do that and to have this knowledge, period, man. You know, and I don't mean to sound too repetitive when I speak, but hey, man, it's all because of Yahweh, Yahushai, and the apostles and elders that he set up with the great millstone, which is to lead me to be on this path that I'm on, you know. So, hey, Lord willing, this video wasn't too long. It was kind of heavy-winded, but hey, Lord willing, it was edifying and uplifting. And with that, I'm just give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, the ones the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to all you I can push his word with truth and sincerity with charity. Shalom, Barakatham, and Abba Babal.